welcome back to the channel. I hope you had a great day, that you're feeling fine. Today, I'm going to show you how you can make $1 million the easiest way out there, right? And in the next video, we'll go over another way that's a little bit harder, but you get your money faster. So your choice of career has a big impact on which way is better for you. So you have the easy way, but it takes more time. And on the other side, you have the hard way, but it's way faster actually. So if you still haven't decided what you want to do in life, consider yourself lucky, because in this video and the next one, you'll have a chance to see both sides of the medal. And after, I hope you have a better idea on which way is the best for you. Allow me to present an example, right? My name is Steve. You are 24 years old. You just got a job as an accountant, as a private firm, and your starting salary is $80,000 per year. So let's start off with step one, which is to start saving some money. So Steve, you make 80 grand per year, which is better than the average Canadian and American. So what I recommend is to save at least 15% of your annual income, right? And when I say 15%, that's a bare minimum. If you go under 15%, just forget. If you have one thing to keep in mind about saving money, is the earlier the better, and the more the better. Now you're probably wondering, and Alexi, how am I supposed to save 15% or more of my income? Well, that's where step 2 comes in, alright? And it goes a long way on helping you becoming a millionaire, right? It's avoid unnecessary spending and debt. That's it. So you only need to remove something, right? Stop buying things you don't need. Before you tap your card, ask yourself the 3 following questions, right? Is this something I really need? Most of the time it probably be no, right? Do I have something similar already? Most of the time it's going to be yes. Finally, do I want this more than I want to become a millionaire? Step number 3. And the number 3, the word 3, out of trouble for me, alright? Numéro 3, l'étape 3, probably the one I like the most. It's make more money. May sound easier said than done, but if you don't make enough to stash 15% of your income, it's going to be difficult to become a millionaire. But you have a few options available to you, Stevie. I'm going to call you Stevie, alright? Is that okay with you, Stevie? Such as, so you can ask for a pay increase. Maybe after 1-2 years, you do a great job at the firm, you get a pay raise, a salary a raise. So you can also work extra hours, get a second job, like DoorDash, Uber Eats, DoorDash. There's a lot of opportunity. I know people who make like $4,000 a month just delivering food, right? And the last step is, well, the last option for you is getting training to increase your value, such as an employee, and increase your earnings potential. So, bigger value, bigger salary, just the way you see it. That's the way you should see it, actually. So, if you have more training, more capacities, most of the time you'll be able to negotiate better with your boss. Step 4, ladies. All right, Steve. It is step 4. It's time to open a retirement account. So, Steve, if you're from Canada, if you're Canadian, buddy, hey, buddy, Ontario, Alberta, all those sexy province, you'll need to open a TFSA and a RRSP. TFSA stands for Tax-Free Savings Account, and RRSP stands for Registered Retirement Savings Plan, right? So if we go on the I'm right here, a global crack right now. So TFSA is basically you put money there on the account. You pay taxes when you deposit the money, but it grows tax-free. Which means when you take the money out, you don't pay any taxes. Only when you put money in. And there's a maximum contribution of $6,000 per year, and that's pretty much it for the TFSA. And for the RRSP, it's for 2020, there's a maximum of $27,830. That's a lot of money. The only difference, which is you don't pay taxes when you put it. Your money grows, and your money grows, and when you pull it out, now you pay taxes on money. So you have a bigger amount. That's when you deposit it, but you can put a lot more. $30,000 per year. That's a lot. And if you're in the U.S., you need to open a Roth IRA and a 401k. Okay, buddy? Roth IRA is basically your TFSA. You put money in the account. You pay taxes when you put it in the account, and afterwards when you get it out, you don't pay any taxes. All right, this is a voiceover because when I listened to the part where I was explaining what's a 401k, it didn't make any sense whatsoever. So a 401k plan is a tax advantage defined contribution retirement account offered by many employers to their employees. Workers can make contribution to their 401k accounts through automatic payroll withholding, and their employers can match some or all of those contributions. The investment earnings in a traditional 401k plans are not taxed until the employee withdraws that money. Alright, so let me give you an example. Steve makes $80,000 per year, and his employer matches 6% of his income. So Steve can deposit $19,500. That's the max for a 401k, but his employer contribute 6%. So Steve only need to put $14,700 in his 401k. So maximum for a 401k, if you're under 50 years old, is $19,500. For the Roth IRA, it's $6,000. If you're 50 or older, it's $7,000. So Steve, you're not 51, so the max contribution for your 401k and your Roth IRA is $25,500 per year. Step 5, invest your money. You'll need to find a broker. For example, if you're a Canadian, you might consider checking out Whealthsimple, Queswhealth. These are like the big two brokerage in Canada, and in the United States, I would recommend TD Ameritrade because they have a great platform and like no fees, which is kind of mind-boggling, right? But let's say you open an account with Whealthsimple. I recommend that you invest the money that was in your RRSP and your TFSA into an ETF. The name of the ETF is VSP. It tracks the S&P 500, which is basically the 500 biggest companies in the United States. The only thing that is different, it's that the ETF is Canadian edge. So if the US dollar goes bust, you won't lose money. And when you pay for the ETF, it's not charged in US dollars, it's charged in Canadian dollars, right? And since the creation of the ETF, they have averaged a return of 13.86% per year. Now, let me tell you this, Steve, alright? That's good. Very, very good, alright? If you're from the States, you'll want to invest into VOO, which is basically the same thing. The only difference is that it's not Canadian edge because you live in the United States. So why bother buying ETFs in Canadian dollar? Just buy the regular one. So VO, same thing as VSP, and they average a return since inception. That means since it was created, of 15%. Just wow, that's great. But now, Steve, you may wonder, how long will I have to wait to achieve my goal of $1 million? Well, let's look at some stats, alright? If you max out your 401k and your Roth IRA, you're saving per year $25,000. If you're Canadian, you max out your RRSP and your TFSA, you save, you're basically putting a total of $33,000 to this account. That's like the max if you combine the both. So now, let's say we looked at two ETFs. One had a return of 15% and the other one of 13%. Let's go in the middle, 14%. And minus 2% due to inflation. It's normally actually 2% per year, so 12%. Now, how much time do you think you'll have to wait? 5 years, 10 years, 15 years? 30 years to become a millionaire? Well, if you put $25,500 yearly into an ETF, it will take you 19 years to accumulate $1 million. If you wait 25 years, you will have more than doubled your money. You're looking at almost $3 million. If you wait 30 years, $5 million. Now, 35 years, $10 million. Wait. And if you wait 40 years, $18 million. So you started with a salary of $80,000, and 40 years later, you could have $18 million. Not bad, eh? Your investment, the ETF, needs to keep that same return. But honestly, between me and you, there is a better chance that it will keep the same return or get better. Or maybe some year it'll decrease, but for another year it'll do better. But in the stock market, nothing is guaranteed, just keep that in mind. But at the end, you could have 10 million, which would be surprising, or you could have 30 million if the market does very well. But remember that there's only one way to find out if you can make $18 million in 40 years, and the best way to do it is to apply everything that was mentioned in the video, and you have a really good chance of making more money than you ever imagined. Now you know, you have the roadmap on how to make $1 million the easy way, but it's the longer way. And in the next video, I'll show you the harder way, but you get your money faster. This was Alexis Vézina-Matte. Don't forget to subscribe so you'll know when the next video drops. And also, if you enjoyed what you saw and learned, like the video for the YouTube algorithm, man. Really help the channel out. And on that note, have a great night, and we'll talk soon. Oh yeah?